Talking USC football with Drew Krinsky. You can join him on Trojan Insider. And, of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel for the very best in college football coverage. We are the voice of college football. And if you just want to check out the audio, that's on Google Play, iTunes, Podbean, and Stitcher as well. All right, so those are the future Trojans. We'll get back to the here and now with spring sessions going on right now. So before we get to those guys that are on the field, some notable exceptions for guys that are not on the field for various reasons, Drew.
Yep. So you have Jack Jones, probably the number 2 cornerback to Biggie Marshall. He had some kind of team issue, so the coaches aren't letting him practice this spring. And then he has to miss the first game of the season against UNLV. So that's notable, but it's also good because you're seeing guys like Greg Johnson and Ja'Cory Godfrey get playing time who didn't get a bunch of playing time. And Greg Johnson's really shown that he can cover that role.
Drew, how would you size up this quarterback competition? I know we've got one sizable absence at this point in Mr. JT Daniels, who will probably make his presence known in August. But, in regards to who's on the field right now, with Finks and Sears, how does it look?
Yeah, so obviously with Fink and Sears being out there, there's a huge elephant in the room. Like you said, JT Daniels not being there. But between Fink and Sears, I thought the first couple of days of practice, it was close when I was there. And then you're starting to see Fink break away. He's making nice plays. Fink has a good arm. And he's also quick. He's got a lot of speed. He's able to read the defense. Today he made a real nice play. He had 2 guys coming at him from the blind spot, from the blind side, and he kind of made a move, and both defenders actually crashed into each other, and then he bombed the ball, I'd say 40, 50 yards down the field for a touchdown. So I'd say Fink is definitely looking better, but with JT Daniels not here, we still don't know who's going to start yet.
Drew Krinsky joining us from Trojan Insider, breaking down USC football. USC's in camp. Of course, they've got several weeks until the spring game. So, Drew, my thoughts here, and this is a pretty standard question that I ask all you guys analyzing the spring practice, is what's going to make you feel better about USC football in regards to what you see on the field during the practice sessions, what you're hearing, what information's coming back, and then also what you're going to see during the spring game that's going to point toward, okay, we're shoring up some areas in which there are some question marks.
I think the big question was, is Matt Fink capable of being a decent quarterback? And I think he's showing that he definitely is capable, making nice plays. Wide receivers, we know that. They have a lot of talent there, and everybody's making plays. Running back, Stephen Carr's out. He had some kind of injury. I forget what it was, but he's repairing that, so he's not here this spring yet. But he's going to be the starter. So that's not a huge concern that he's not there because there's no questions about him. He looked great last year. Offensive line, that was another question mark because you lost some guys. But you have a lot of size. Austin Jackson, big kid out of Arizona. He's shown that he can play that role. Even center. So Toa Lobendon's out with an injury this spring. And we're seeing Brett Nealon next year come in. Oh, he's a huge kid, super physical, and that's something to look forward to. And then on the defense, USC got a transfer, Caleb Tremblay, and he's dominating all these one-on-one drills. They got him out of a community college just this past class, and that's promising because USC's been lucky. The past couple of years, they've had transfers that have panned out really well. Josh Fatu was a local kid, and then Stevie Tuilalavatu was from Utah. And then Clay Helton was able to get him to flip. And then you saw that Rose Bowl season, Stevie T was making plays pretty much the whole season.